Three-Step Systems podcast number 17. 5 surefire ways to fail while trying to achieve your goals. Alright, so today, this episode of this podcast and YouTube video, because I'm gonna start making videos as well, so I just want to leverage this content as much as I can, and I suggest you do as well while you are creating content. This is just a quick marketing tip just here. Basically, every single piece of content you create, try to make as much things as you can with it. That's why I'm creating now YouTube videos as part of this. If you're in YouTube, it's amazing to see you here, but you're in the podcast, so I'm gonna continue. You are my main audience. I'm gonna make sure that everything I do in video, you will have a basic and a really good understanding of what I'm gonna be doing in both sides. So if I'm showing something for the people in YouTube, I'm gonna make sure I make a narration for you, so you will know what I'm talking about. Anyway, cool. So basically today, this is gonna be a very quick episode, and I'm gonna be talking about the 5 surefire ways to fail while achieving your goals. So I want to start this episode and this particular topic with one phrase that I found really interesting and really struck me once I read this, and it's from Napoleon Hill, and he says, "A goal is a dream with a deadline." Basically, what he's trying to say is that it's great to dream, but it's not great to dream without realizing those goals, right? So you want to see that manifesting, you want to see that coming into your hands, you want to touch it, you want to be able to feel it. And because of this, there are 5 reasons that I found that while I was trying to achieve my goals, I wasn't able to really get there. And I think these 5 things were key once I identified them, and I made sure that I started addressing them as I go. So I'm not perfect, and I don't think anybody is perfect. Actually, we are all humans, so we all make mistakes, and we all have different things that we need to do. So but I found that these 5 things definitely made a difference, and I think that's important. It's about continuous improvement. It's about knowing that you are not perfect, but progress is what matters. Progress is more important than perfection. If things are not perfect, it's fine, but at least find the mistakes and go and fix them. So here's my 5 tips and my 5 takes on these mistakes that people make, and that's why they are not achieving their goals. So the very first one is the goals are far away from you. So you feel that it's a long range goal, right? So you feel that everything is too far away, that you wouldn't be able to get it, that the goal is too big, and just start, distractions start coming in play, and it's simply because you are setting out a really big goal for yourself, which is great, but then it's important to just bring those goals into smaller goals, and little things that you can be achieving every day. Then you will feel that progress. You will know that you're working towards what you want. It's as simple as time management. Start from there. If you feel that you're always busy and you're not having enough time to do things, just start working on that. And for that, there's a full episode on how to work out your priorities and your time management, and I did that on episode 13. So if you feel that that's something that is not kind of working out, that's an episode, the 3S Business Podcast episode 13. Make sure you go and check that out, because that's where you're going to be able to see and to start working towards your time management, if that's one of the problems that you're finding. But basically, is motivation that will give you the motivation, those small goals and achieving small pieces, small steps that are going to give you the motivation to keep going, because there's progress and you're going towards that big goal of yours, which could be generating more revenue, creating your sales funnel, do a better Facebook social interaction for your business, whatever goal it is. It's just about finding those smaller goals, which lead us basically to the next step, with the next failure, with the next thing that I want to share with you. It is basically, it's too much too soon. So you're putting too many goals on you, and then you feel that you're not achieving anything because you're putting everything way too soon. So for example, you want to be better at Facebook advertising and better in social marketing, right? Social media marketing. So what you do is you start from small things, but then if you say, I'm gonna be better at social media marketing, that's really broad. So you're gonna be better on video marketing, so that you're gonna be better on YouTube, you're gonna be better on Google Plus, you're gonna be better on on Facebook, you're gonna be better on Twitter, Pinterest. Which one are you gonna pick? Focus is really, really important, because then you're gonna have all these social networks around you, and it's gonna feel really overwhelming because you wouldn't be able to focus on one. So my advice on that, in terms of goals, or even tying that up into social networks, that example particularly, just focus on one thing. Focus on one social network, focus on one activity, or couple of activities, 3 activities, whatever you feel that is gonna give you the return, or that you know that you may be able to get some return from that. So too much too soon is really, really critical. So basically, you just start small as the first step. Start small, start moving towards that goal, and evaluate that things are working. Also, choking on negativity. We are really positive in few things, but we are also really negative in other things. And unfortunately, I would say there's more negativity around that positivity, right? So always find that positive outcome that you want to achieve, right? Focus on positivity. Don't focus on negativity. If something didn't work on Facebook, for example, and let's go back to that example on social media and marketing, social networks. If you're trying to grow your Facebook following and something didn't work, don't focus on what didn't work. Focus on why it didn't work and what is the opportunity from there. So if it didn't work, all right, so did you get any likes? You didn't get anything at all. You didn't get any engagement at all. So just go and find what happened, and then just go and fix it. If it didn't work at all, well, just try something else, right? Or just look into your history and see what worked once, and then just get back into it. It's really about that. So just always focusing on the opportunity. Focus on the opportunity. We always, for example, we didn't want to go to a party for whatever reason, because we wanted to work on our social media, or whatever reason that it is. You wanted to do something else, but then if you're already in that party, well, you may enjoy it as well, right? So you're already there. So just take it as an opportunity. What a wonderful opportunity, if you are in that party, to go and meet someone who may be able to be a business partner or a client even at some point. Always focus on the opportunity. Even you couldn't do something that you wanted to do because you didn't have the time. All right, so what were you spending the time on, and what opportunity is within those activities that you were spending that time? Then you will be able to start seeing more progress again. Number 4, kill the fear. Fear is a killer. We have this little voice in the back of our head, right, saying, you're not good enough, you can't do this, you don't know what you're doing, you need more training, what are you talking about, you don't have enough experience. And trust me, I'm talking from my experience, and I still get it sometimes, right? So you wake up in the morning and you say, I don't feel today like I'm gonna be able to deliver. But then that's negativity again. So why you are focusing on those things? So basically, remove that fear and put those goals in place. If you put a small goal in place, you will realize that the fears start going away. For example, if you want to increase, let's go back into social media marketing. If you want to increase your Facebook following, there are simple tweaks that you can do. Really, really, really simple. I'm going now into marketing. So there are simple things you can do, and it's just posting more often. So you will be able to test what is working, what is not working, right? Spend $5 on advertising and see if that works. If you boost that post, then just have a look if that works or it's not working, right? So you start working towards that goals in smaller things. So that will remove the fear. So just killing that fear is definitely creating a plan. That's all it is. So it's about sitting down and working out your plan of action. If you have a plan of action, then you will remove the fear, because you know you're going to be working towards that goal. You're going to have progress, and you're going to start achieving those small goals. And we are going to start removing all these 4 tips that we've been talking so far. So that's all it is. So far you've got the goals get away from you, just too much too soon. You're choking on negativity. You're killing the fear. Number 5, take action. It's quite simple, right? So after you listen to this podcast or you watch this video on YouTube, it's quite simple to just go and apply this, right? So just start working a quick action plan. What are you gonna do tomorrow? What are you gonna do the day after tomorrow? Are you gonna wake up and you say, oh, I have no idea what I have to do, right? Just plan out your days, planning. And that action, just by taking the action of planning, is what is gonna remove the fear of keep going, and is what is gonna give you those achieving those small goals, which means progress, which is gonna take you towards that goal, and it's gonna remove the distractions, and then those goals wouldn't get away. So you're gonna be able to remove all this just by taking action, creating a small plan, and of course following it. That's all for today. Have an awesome day, and I'm really looking forward to keep impacting lives one business at a time. This is George Casca signing off from the 3 Steps Business Podcast, and I'll see you soon in our next episode.